like it. Your Miami Heat winners yesterday against the San Antonio Spurs, as you had a lot of great performances yesterday, getting it done. Although I did basically nail my Heat arc, as I broke down yesterday the Heat arc of a game. I pretty much nailed it to a T yesterday, where I told you, great first quarter. Go into the second quarter, they're going to come back all the way. You'll be up 1, down 3. They were up 1 thanks to a Goran Dragic bank 3. Then you go into the third quarter, cruise control a little bit. Jimmy Butler then has a little bit of a takeover. You're going to be up by, 4-6. Now, the only difference with Jimmy Butler was it wasn't Jimmy Butler. It was Dewayne Dedmon. Deadman. Boom. Yeah. Oh, he was good. He was good.
Everybody apologized to me for making a big deal about it.
Here's the thing. I got a lot of tweets about that. Hold on.
The first words are you were right.
No. Here's why. Here's why. I will do that when you apologize to Goran Dragic after yesterday's performance.
Wait. Whoa.
You apologize to what you did to Goran Dragic yesterday. I will admit that you were right.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you.
Apologize.
Okay?
Apologize.
At no point in time did I say he wasn't any good. Here's what I said. No. Here's what I said. I said his body is breaking down, and you're going to get a game like this every now and then. You're not getting this every night. And Leroy, if you think you're going to get this every night, you're crazy.
Leroy.
I'm not apologizing for that.
You said 4 words yesterday.
What?
Rats off a ship.
I am for extended amount of time. So you're talking about, hold on, let me ask you this. And this is an honest question.
Yep.
You think when the Heat get to the playoffs, they're going to be able to count on Goran every night?
Of course.
Oh my God.
It's not the regular season.
That's the argument I'm having. It's not whether he can do what he did last night. It's that at 35, the way his body is breaking down, you think you're going to be able to depend on him for the full extent of the playoffs.
Now are falling for what Riley calls the disease of me. You can't take the flowers for your rights without taking the dirt for your wrongs.
Deep.
What?
That's deep.
You're sitting here and you want cookies for your Dedmon take, but you won't drink your milk for the Gogi take.
No, that's not. Oh my God. I am doing the show with 2 idiots.
Dedmon was awesome yesterday, so props to you. But you whiffed on the Goran take. He was awesome yesterday.
I didn't.
Whiffed. And
I'm not saying Goran can't do this every now and then.
Whiff,
but if
like
you
stand
think
on a slider.
He's going to be able to do this every night, you're crazy.
I trust Gogi.
Okay.
Anybody?
Keep trusting 35-year-old.
I do.
Athlete.
Wow. Oh, okay. Now you're just being mean. You're calling him broke down.
He's not. He's 35 years old.
No.
Okay.
Been a bit of a weird year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's been broken down all year, and you're saying, "Oh, but the playoffs, we're gonna get."
That's not the regular season.
Last year.
Not the regular season.
That's not the way it works.
Dude can dial it up. Been telling you this. Dial it up.
Dude, let me tell you how that dial-up thing works, right? I thought that after 10 years, I said, don't worry about the offseason. When we get close to the season, I'll just dial it up. And you know when I dialed it up? Still walking with a limp. I'm like, I'm done. No. It doesn't work like that.
You dialed it up at the water balloon toss.
Yeah. No, I'm okay. You guys, look at Chris Paul. No, oh my God. Now we're comparing Goran to Chris Paul.
I mean, well, one's been past the conference finals before. One hasn't.
One's a Hall of Famer.
One is a European champion.
Okay. Yeah,
that's
the same.
One was the best player in an entire continent.
That's the same.
Well, I agree. It's not the same because Chris Paul's never done that.
All right.
Yesterday, Bam Adebayo, he had potentially his dunk of the year, which has had a lot of competition, especially the Sabonis dunk, which a referee ruined by calling it a charge initially. But yesterday, he may have topped it with this little beauty on Jakob Poeltl.
Goran Dragic, high right side around the Bam screen. Bounce pass to Bam. In. Bam! Whoa! There's a big monster slam. My goodness. You could feel that one out on Biscayne Boulevard.
Wow. Bam took flight and then just buried Pirtle at the rim.
Yeah, it was an awesome dunk. I don't know, man. I don't know if I feel like I still want to go with the Sabonis dunk because I felt like it was farther away. Like that was like some Space Jam stuff. But Jakob Poeltl was actively trying to jump up and block him, and he still stuffed it right on his grill.
Yep.
It was a really, really great dunk. He is, go buy your kids some Bam posters because this guy, he's decorating a lot of walls this season with his slams. And then, of course, his Bam is one to do as the game was frustratingly slipping away because that's just what the Heat decided to do in the fourth quarter. Is like you think you got it in hand, and then with 3 minutes left, they miss a couple terrible shots. The other team comes back and hits some threes. All of a sudden, you're only up 3 points. Bam Adebayo putting it away with a and one for Greg Popovich's stupid face, watching and thinking to himself, I picked a Plumlee over this guy.
Butler going to drive on Rudy Gay, got around him, gets it to the corner, Nunn for the three, missing. Rebound tipped up, Bam has got it. Bam is fouled inside, puts it up, count the basket, and a chance for the three-point play as Bam gets hammered, but he finishes and puts it in, and Miami now up by 5.
Yeah. Popovich, idiot. Great coach, but idiot.
I didn't see any of those dunks and highlights.
Well, that's on you, man. Listen, I heard the calls by Mike English. They were great calls.
Sure.
So
your Heat takes are right on line with your draft takes.
You want to do this in the Q&A?
Hey, by the way,
stop feeding for Q&As.
Bro, I think you should have to hook up to a taser, and J Fig. Soon as you start talking that nonsense, but by the way, this morning 6:02.
What?
Like you start early. I think she should just hit a button and.
Well, I mean,
although we might not see it because your internet sucks.
I don't want to drag Tobin into another debate, and then we're way off clock, and and that's why we have these Q&As in case we go long on segments. We could settle our side personal debates in the
You don't care about
Nothing is ever settled.
We butcher the clock all the time. You don't care about that. By the way, yesterday was a big milestone for Eric Spoelstra's 600th career win with the Miami Heat. He joins a club of 600 wins with one franchise. So congratulations to Eric Spoelstra. And he joins.
Pat Riley doesn't even have that, right?
No, he does not.
He
does not.
Not with just the
Greg. This is the list. It's Greg Popovich.
Lenny Wilkins.
Oh, Compiles McGee.
No.
Jerry Sloan. Red Auerbach. Red Holzman, a couple Reds, Phil Jackson, top charlatan, and Eric Spoelstra. That's the list.
Yeah,
that's the list. So congratulations to Spo on receiving or making it to that achievement.
Do you think people will like, because of all of the coaches in the NBA, I think Spoelstra is one of those guys that doesn't get his just due. They always give him reasons as to why he's getting these milestones. LeBron or this, or look at what the Heat do, and blah 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 blah. But
I felt like I felt like he was getting some of that last year. I felt like he was finally getting the respect he deserved. Like certainly he was getting
because everybody felt like the Heat overachieved last year.
Yeah, certainly. When you have a performance that outweighs our expectations of you, that mostly people will lean on coaching with that.
Right.
But I mean, I just think that the guy, he always he's been given a lot of weird situations as Heat head coach, and he always seems to have an adjustment to get a lot out of these guys, no matter what. So. Yep. I know, and then people get frustrated with sometimes the style of the Heat player or whatnot. Like, I don't know, man. I like having that guy as the leader of the organization. He never wavers. He's always even keeled, always cool. And just seems to know how to get a lot out of these guys. So congratulations to Spo on hitting that mark. And as far as the East was just concerned yesterday, you had the Philadelphia 76ers beating the holy hell out of the Hawks. So the Heat are now just a game back of them in the loss column. The Celtics won. They beat Charlotte, which actually in a way is better for the Heat because Charlotte already has the tiebreaker of Miami. They have 2 games in hand coming up against Boston. And the Knicks beat the Chicago Bulls. So they were back. They bounced back with a win after their win streak was snapped the other day. So that was your look at the East right now. The Heat are still 7th, still same record as the Boston Celtics. There's a little separation now between the Heat and the Hornets for 8th. And, of course, like I said, they have 2 games coming up against the Boston Celtics, and they're just a game back of the Hawks, 2 back of the 4th seed with the New York Knicks. So that's where things stand right now in the Eastern Conference. There was can I give you a totes adore moment last night, Leroy? A totes adore moment last night from the Heat game.
Uh-huh.
So Bam murdered Jakob Poeltl. That's not the adorable part. But Jimmy was in the winner's circle with Jax. Great game by Jimmy Butler. And he's got the headset on, and so Bam does his thing where he's going to go interrupt his interview. But he's not like full photo bomb yet. And he's got shoes in his hand. And so Jimmy basically asks him, he goes, "What are you doing with those shoes?" He goes, "I'm going to give them away." And Jimmy looks at him like he's an idiot because he's, 23 and not been a star that long and people want his shoes. And he goes, "Wait, you're just going to give your shoes? You're not going to sign them?" Like, he goes, "Nobody wants just your shoes." Here it was on Bally Sports Heat.
You, I've missed you.
Oh, yeah, I missed you too.
Yeah, so sincere. Thank you, bud. Greetings to Bam once again.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Bam's right here. Huh? I don't. Go ahead. Go toss him to somebody.
All right, this is way to
At least sign him. Nobody wants your shoe.
You see all those ridges and bruises and bumps? That's what
sign the shoe. Nobody wants that without an autograph on it. Let's go, Jack.
Some good advice right there out of you. Let's.
I just love that. He goes, "Hey, if you're going to give away memorabilia, make it memorabilia." Now, I don't
have to tell him, "Them's Bams." What the hell's a Bam?
He goes, "Yeah, you got to sign the shoe." Like, and I'm sure, look, I know there are probably fans that are like, "I don't care. I got Bam's shoe, signed or not signed." But I thought that was just such a vet to young guy move of like, you can't just give your shoes away with no signature. Like, if you're going to make somebody's day, really make their day and sign the shoe. I loved it. The relationship is adorable.
2 scoops.
2 scoops of adorable Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo.
They're teammates. And I will venture to say this. That's what winning does.
Oh, it's so much better than losing. Can we just say that as a take?
Of course.
Winning, way better than losing.
Yeah.
Great game yesterday from Jimmy Butler. Great game from Bam. He dunked all over Jakob Poeltl's face. Had a great end one. Dewayne Dedmon. Did they spell Dedmon's name wrong on his jersey? Did that happen?
Is it D-E-D, right?
It's Dedmon.
Yeah.
I think they spelled it Dead Man, not Dedmon.
On his jersey?
Yeah. They've been listening to our show, just calling him the Dead Man. And they're just like, all right.
He is the dead. I mean, he is the Dead Man. He comes in there and he puts your team, he brings death upon your team.
Somebody said, I thought I saw D-E-A-D-M-O-N.
Dedmon?
Dedmon.
Yeah,
it is Dedmon.
Yeah,
it's D-A-D-M-O-N.
So they just made him dead. They actually made him the Dedmon.
This is like the 2 stepbrothers trying to spell Pam.
No, man. So he was great yesterday. Leroy is sans pants when the 7-footer does 7-footer things, and he's mauling fools. He comes in
like you don't even need him to be that good. That's a bonus. But you're telling me, like when he had that block,
great block, right?
One of the requirements of that block is being 7 foot.
Yep.
So, like, if you don't think that creates or that helps, because, like, let's be clear. We do have a couple of guys that get beat off the dribble on the reg. Now you have that behind you.
Do you think they're going to get to a point, though? Because they keep talking about that he does the pick and pop game, which is what Olynyk had. Like,
Olynyk wasn't like this in the paint, though.
No. I know he wasn't. But right. I'm asking from, like, typically the fit with Bam on why they're not doing things is an offensive thing. Like, if you're going to throw Bam on the best perimeter player, which they do a ton, it would be nice to have Dedmon back there instead of Andre Iguodala. Not all the time, but I'm just saying, like, They don't even tinker with it.
I would. Dedmon shot a couple of threes.
No, he can shoot threes.
So it's just kind of how, like, for example, if I take Dedmon and do the dribble handoff, and then he picks and pops, okay, that seems more feasible than having somebody do that his only option is to roll. So I think as they get more comfortable with Dedmon, they'll do some stuff like that, but they mainly want him in the paint. Go in there, use up your 6 fouls, get me some rebounds, and be 7 foot.
Yeah, he was great yesterday. Kendrick Nunn continues to be great. Kendrick Nunn's on an absolute tear right now.
Why
are they not going to do the Bloomin' Onion, bro? Can we bring that back? Can I get McCullough back on the line?
Here's why they're not going to
call the flagpole.
Because you know why? The Heat played Saturday, right? Or Saturday, Sunday. Because on Saturday, Kendrick Nunn might not even play.
No, he's
for reasons we can't explain.
You
say that. You say that. But he's had a 6-game stretch where he didn't play a minute.
I know, but he's now on a 6-game stretch where it's like he's 50% from
that
3.
That doesn't mean anything, no. Like, here's my question.
This is a great Leroy. This season from him. If I just gave you his just flat out per game stats and his percentages, you'd be like, that's a great season from what you're getting from a second-year guard.
Let me ask you this. Why hasn't he gotten the same opportunity to develop as Tyler Hero?
I don't know. You think that's an undrafted first-round pick thing?
Because I guess, but the Heat are notoriously known for just developing talent. Look, you can't say that to me when you have Duncan Robinson starting for you.
Oh, that's true.
And you tell me, look, you tell me all the time. The Heat have said this all the time. You got to earn your minutes. Well, I'm gonna tell you this: that guy did not earn 6 games on the bench.
He has had 10 games since he's been on the bench, 16 points per game. He's shooting 41% from 3. He's shooting 52% from the field.
And he can't get consistent minutes.
Crazy.
Like, if I have any question about what did he do, it is that. It is that. Because that's a perfect example. And I tell you that, to me, a coach has a responsibility to the other guys on that roster to play the guys that best help them win. And you can't tell me this year, that Kendrick Nunn has not given him a better chance to win than Tyler Hero.
No, I think he's definitely had a better season than Tyler.
So
definitely has.
So why there's no way. Look, Tyler Hero will never have a 6-game stretch where he doesn't play.
No.
And
never.
Kendrick Nunn has been better. How can that guy have a stretch of 6 games with what he's done this year without getting a minute?
It's a wild one, man. I'm with you there. But Heat get themselves a win yesterday. Not much movement in the standings yesterday as far as moving up. The Hawks took a loss, so you're a game back of them in the loss column. Celtics won over the Hornets, which is actually better for the Heat because of tiebreaker scenarios. Like we still have 2 games left before you got to take on Boston, and they're already lost the tiebreaker to the Charlotte Hornets. So really just Malik Monk, if we're going to be honest.
I think we should have a little thing. Pick an unsung hero for the other team.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know what else I hate? I hate when they go into the game and I hear Mike Inglis and everybody talk about, oh, this guy's out, this guy's out, this guy. That is the worst for them.
I hate it. Yeah, I hate it too.
I want all the stars accounted for and present.
I want
the others.
I want to, and then they got Cleveland coming up on Saturday. Kevin Love, by the way, have you seen did you see the play where Kevin Love did you see where he intentionally turned the ball over? That's bad.
Can we get one of those?
Man, that's bad.
Yeah, you want him to be active for that game. You don't want him to be inactive.
Oh, yeah, he's actively sabotaging the Cavaliers. I love it.